Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Yeah, well, I'm standing here. I am in a very new location. I did a bit of moving, believe it or not, so I'm just in the middle of just setting everything up. And I'm in a new location, a new locale. You're going to be seeing a lot of that lately. And right now I'm just figuring things out, so I decided to be extra dramatic and stand for the camera and incoherently wave my hands around like I'm trying to do something, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So that's what that is. But either way, I do know why I'm here. Believe it or not, yes I do. I do indeed. I do know why I turned the camera on, because Little Caesars has a new pizza out. That's right, Little Caesars has a new release, ladies and gentlemen. They have, see, look at this, I went all fancy, I got my notes sheet right there. They have the Quattro Pizza out. It's available for $7, exactly, 7.00 money sign. And what it is, as the name implies, it's an interesting concept for a pizza, admittedly. I think I've seen these, maybe once or twice before from just different places, trying things out, but it's still cool. Where it's like a large pizza, it's a circular pie, and they divide the pizza into 4 quarters. So one quarter is going to have one type of topping, and then the other is going to have another type, and so on and so forth. And it's like 4 different types of pizzas in one. And it's been formally described as the pizza for the critically indecisive individual. Not really, that was just on one site, but, I guess if that's what you want to call yourself, then I suppose that's the case. I just look at it and I figure, well, it'll be an interesting one. You get a little bit of everything, maybe one quarter you'll like better than the other, and so on and so forth. You might be saying, well, reviewbrah, what's on the 4 quarters? Well, that's where I got you covered. Don't worry, it's okay. Everything's all right. Here we go. 1 quarter has pepperoni only, so it's exclusive pepperoni. It's for the pepperoni lovers out there. I know sometimes what I'll do is I'll get a piece of pepperoni. I'll just put it right there and just let it sit there for a while. So for the people like that who like their pepperoni, it's for you. Then if you want to kind of go a little crazy, this is all out there. You can get one with Italian sausage and bruschetta, and in that bruschetta is garlic, basil, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and Roma tomatoes. So that's what's in the bruschetta there. Then the other quarter has Italian sausage and pepperoni, and then the last but not least is cheese. I want to get right into things, so let's just go take a look at the pizza. You can see there's the pizza box. And let's hope that we do have the Quattro Pizza in here. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Look at that, a Quattro Pizza right there. Let me try something new. Why not? We'll see what happens there. We'll see if that's good enough. Well, you can see the 4 quarters right there. Okay. You can see on one hand, right there's the pepperonis. The whole pizza is seasoned with, I believe it's a garlic little seasoning on it. All right, but you can see, there's the pepperoni only. There's the cheese. There's the Italian sausage and the bruschetta. Then there's the Italian sausage and the pepperoni. So you can kind of see, I wouldn't really say that's like an even 4 quarters. I don't know. Looks like that's more dominant. There's like a little slice and a half. Well, there's 2 slices of pepperoni, lots of cheese, and then like 1 giant slice right there. But I guess it's close enough. I guess Little Caesars kind of says, well, we'll just do what we gotta do. So there's that. What I'm gonna do though, I'm just gonna take like 1 of each slice, take a bite or 2 of it, and we'll just give an overall assessment of the pizza. So first things first, I'm gonna start off with the cheese slice. And I'm gonna try and keep this quick, because otherwise I know I can go on about the 4 corners here for like 35 minutes, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit there and recount all the glory days with the garlic seasoning or something. You can see there's your cheese slice. All right, I'm gonna try that out, take a bite, I'll let you know what it tastes like, and then we'll just move on to each one. So first and foremost, let's try out the cheese slice of the Quattro Pizza from Little Caesars. It's very basic. Like the cheese slice to me is just, it's a basic cheese pizza. Definitely a good amount of cheese, as you can see. A little bit of sauce there. You can definitely taste that garlic seasoning that's on the cheese slice. It does give it a little extra bit of flavor, best way to put it. So it's a very basic, like, in my opinion anyway, with the cheese slice, it's like it's no frills, you know. It's just like, it's a cheese pizza slice. All right, here's the pepperonis right there, seasoned up. And let's give that a shot. Pepperoni slice now from the Quattro Pizza going in. Boy, are we going formal now. Look at that, an actual cloth. I know the budget is insane right now. The pepperoni is definitely, it's different than a regular pepperoni slice from Little Caesars. The one thing so far that I find prevalent on every single slice of this pizza that I've tried, and I say that like I've eaten every slice, I haven't. Of the two that I've eaten, I definitely notice, there is definitely on the pepperoni slice, I can taste that basil, I can taste that garlic, it's like a garlic salt that's sprinkled on it, along with just the general saltiness and that little bit of spiciness from the pepperoni. So far just expect like a standard pepperoni slice, but again with that little bit of basil and then that garlic saltiness that's mixed in there as well. So next what we're going to do is we're just going to be very, very adventurous here, and we're going to go leap right in to the Italian sausage and bruschetta. That is one heck of a slice right there. Look at that. This is like the god of pizza slices. This thing is like massive. Gosh, the thing is insane. We'll just try it out though. Next, we're going to try out the Italian sausage and bruschetta slice from the Quattro Pizza going in. Lots of thunderstorms rolled through here earlier, so we got some residual thunder in the background. Don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Yeah, so far so good. When it comes down to the Italian sausage and the bruschetta, I had to do that. I had to go out there and just do it. I could definitely taste the balsamic vinegar that's there. I mean, like, that stands out, and it's the funniest thing. I was going to expect like this balsamic vinegar to just kind of, you know, seep over out of the little quarter that it's supposed to be in and saturate the rest of the pizza, but it doesn't do that. That doesn't happen. Instead, what it does is it just stays kind of on its own slice, but as a result, it's very, very potent, but in a good way. It really just, it gives it this degree of flavor that I was not anticipating from a Little Caesars pizza. One thing also to say is that the tomatoes are rich, they're flavorful. Again, that's another thing that kind of gets me about this Little Caesars pizza. Definitely a very flavorful slice. The Italian sausage is a little bit on the bland side. Right there, you can kind of see that. It's a little on the bland side. For so much of it, I would just expect to taste a little bit more. It's not to say that it's not there, but I just wish I could taste that a little bit more. And the slice was just a little soggy. Like, I could tell that the olive oil, the balsamic vinegar and all that kind of just seeped into the slice and made it a little on the waterlogged side, which is one complaint that I do have. So, just keep that in mind as you get this. Good thing, at least, is that I am getting this fresh, because I am closer to a Little Caesars now, so it's super duper fresh. And then finally, Italian sausage and pepperoni slice. Let me take a quick little water break. And let me try this out. Disaster is what it is, but we salvaged it. I'm not going to eat that, though. It's done. All right, here's what it comes down to. The pepperoni and the Italian sausage slice, like I said, it's just a blend of everything else. I just wish that Italian sausage was a little more flavorful. I do like that little bit of a spiciness that exists in the pepperoni itself. Overall, though, I mean, for the pizza, for what it is, it's a very diverse pizza, especially considering Little Caesars. You know, it is like a very... I'm just shocked by how diverse it is. It's got all this seasoning, all these toppings, and, I mean, credit to them. I really like the concept, to be honest. At first I thought, it's a little tacky, I bet it's going to have all these it's going to taste the same. But I'm surprised. Each little quadrant of the pizza has its own unique flavor, and I got to give them credit. I got to give them credit where credit is due. I think they actually did a really good job on this. There are a few, minor little complaints about this. Again, where some of the slices can get a little soggy, and I wish that the sausage was a bit more flavorful considering what it is. But I do like how it's got that garlic seasoning overall, and the bruschetta was just really good. I got to give them credit on that. For $7, it's not bad. It's definitely a filling pizza, very varied, and I think you're just getting your money's worth. A good amount of flavor there, and most of it is executed with a few minor issues here and there. So therefore, out of 10, the pizza itself, I'm going to give it a 6.2 out of 10. But still understand, despite a few quality issues, I think it's a flavorful, tasty pizza nonetheless. Of all the quarters, I would say my favorite one, I gotta go with the classic pepperoni, though the bruschetta is really good, and that's probably my second favorite one. So with that, that's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and make sure you tune in to my new podcast coming up this Thursday. You can find it at youtube.com/VORW podcast. Thank you for watching and take care. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. I'll see you again in a couple days with another video.